jamais joué sur le petit Yankee Stadium a peut-être penché dans la balance, là. Merci.
Non, je pense pas. L'erreur effectuée sur le premier but n'a rien à voir avec la taille du terrain. C'est un ballon qui doit être dégagé. C'est une erreur individuelle et encore une fois, ça nous arrive. Attention, comprenez bien, ce n'est pas pour accabler le joueur, mais ça n'a rien à voir avec la taille du terrain. Un match qu'on avait en main, où on doit marquer bien longtemps avant. Et puis on s'est mis encore une fois en difficulté. Mais encore une fois, je prendrai la faute. C'est ma faute. Peut-être qu'on aurait dû rester, s'entraîner. J'ai voulu faire confiance aux gars, penser au mental, mais c'est ma faute. Aucun problème.
Jérémy Filosa, 98.5.
Merci, Pat. La question, Thierry, bon, on sait que dans le cas de Balou, il n'était pas à 100% la semaine dernière. Vous nous en aviez parlé, mais est-ce que sa sortie est reliée peut-être à une rechute d'une blessure ou est-ce que vraiment vous avez été insatisfait de sa façon?
Ce n'est pas une rechute.
Herb Zurkowski, The Gazette.
Thanks, Pat. Good evening, Thierry. This game was so much like the Philadelphia game that you lost 2-1 that you could have, you should have deserved a better fate. What's your level of frustration, if at all?
There's no level of frustration with the guys. I think, like I said to you, we made again a clear mistake that changed the rhythm of the game and changed everything. That gave them confidence. But I take the blame. I said to you, everything that's been happening, I take the blame. For everything. So that's not a problem. Those guys are dealing with something that's very difficult, and I take the blame. That's as simple as that. I'm proud of them. We made again a mistake, obviously, that we could have avoided. We could have been ahead in the game. Let's all be honest, way before that easily. We disturbed them easily. They couldn't play through us, apart from two maybe play in the first half. But then, obviously, when you again do this type of thing, then you finish yourself. But like I said to you, I'll take the blame. At the end of the day, those guys are doing extremely well in terms of the circumstances.
In English, again, Tony Marinaro, TSN 690. Tony? En français, Adi Raphaël.
Merci, Pat. Thierry, 65, pendant les 165 premières minutes, vous étiez vraiment bien en place. Bon, il y a eu cette erreur-là, une défaite qui fait mal. Comment on fait maintenant pour se remettre dans le droit chemin? Qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire avec ces joueurs-là? Parce que quand même, il y avait un très, très bon match jusqu'à la 65e minute.
Ouais, c'est pas la première fois que ça nous arrive. Il faut répondre. Ce qui est bien dans le football, c'est qu'il y a toujours un match pour récupérer ça. Donc, voilà, on a un match mardi contre une équipe qui est vraiment difficile à manœuvrer, une équipe solide, qui met le pied, dans le bon sens du terme, bien sûr, et qui est vraiment agressive. Donc, à nous d'essayer de bien gérer tout ça. Ça ne va pas être facile, mais le match de mardi, c'est des fois mieux de jouer tout de suite pour pouvoir passer à quelque chose d'autre. Mais encore une fois, je vous le dis, oui, c'est vrai qu'on était bien. Oui, c'est vrai qu'on doit marquer avant. Oui, c'est vrai qu'on est gêné, ils n'arrivent pas à sortir. Mais encore une fois, on se retrouve à perdre 1-0 sur le moment contre le cours du jeu. Mais c'est quelque chose qu'il faut qu'on essaye d'arrêter de faire. Mais je reviens encore sur ce que je dis. Tout ça, c'est ma faute. Je prends la faute. Il n'y a vraiment aucun problème. Les gars sont en train de faire quelque chose qui n'est pas évident. On a opté de rentrer pour 4 jours. Et je pense que sur le plan physique, les gars, ils étaient bien, mais peut-être que sur le plan émotionnel, ça a été un peu trop, je ne sais pas. Mais en tout cas, je vous le dis encore une fois, je le répète haut et fort, tout est ma faute. Aucun problème. Les gars, en ce moment, ils sont en train d'essayer de se battre avec un truc qui n'est pas toujours évident, même si c'est vrai que attention, les erreurs sont quand même inexcusables, que le terrain soit petit ou grand.
Tony again, let's try. Tony, t'es là?
Yes, hello, coach.
Hello.
Can you tell us, we saw last game, at one point, you became very, very vocal with Balou, who probably wasn't cutting down the space.
Before we go anywhere, there was a game today. There's something that happened in the game. Yes, Balou came in and on. The overall of the game is we had that game in our hand. We didn't punish them, and we punish ourselves in our own box. After the substitution that I make, it's up to me. But like I said, in that game, And since the beginning, everything that happened, it's on me. That's the way it is, and that's the way it always will be. But like I said to you, with the stuff that we are dealing with, it's not always easy. So, Balou or not, or whoever or not, I take the decision on who comes on or off.
Puis une dernière, Michel Lamarche de la presse canadienne. Michel?
Oui, je suis là. Merci, Patrick. Thierry, je veux juste bien comprendre. Vous dites c'est de ma faute, c'est de ma faute, c'est de ma faute. C'est où la faute? Pouvez-vous élaborer un peu là-dessus?
C'est ma faute, le peut-être de rentrer, le choix tactique. Il y a plein de trucs qui font que c'est pas toujours évident. Donc, il y a plein de trucs qui rentrent en compte. Donc, comme je vous l'ai dit, cette équipe est en train de faire énormément d'efforts sur le plan émotionnel, sur le plan physique aussi. Donc voilà, le capitaine, c'est moi du bateau. Donc, c'est ma faute.
Merci Thierry.
Merci.
On aura tout de suite Amar Sejdic qui va se joindre à cette conférence vidéo. Amar Sejdic will be here. He'll be followed by Joel Waterman. Joel Waterman va être ici ensuite après Amar. Merci.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Amar. Again, as usual, please click the raise hand button. We have a first question from Herb Zukowski, the Gazette.
Thanks, Pat. Thanks, Amar, for your time. Thierry Henry just now repeatedly kept saying, it's my fault, it's my fault, it's my fault. But of course, he's not on the pitch. You guys had so many opportunities tonight that you couldn't put away. What do you make of that? And do you think the lack of practice time is contributing to that at all?
That's a hard question. Yeah, ideally, of course, it would be great if we could train every day like other teams. But of course, given the quarantine situation, that wasn't able to happen. Me personally, I don't like those excuses. Like, I just think that we had the chances. I think we played relatively well. There's a few moments in the game where we lost our momentum, but we had numerous opportunities today where we could have, put ourselves in a better position, taking the lead and kind of protecting our goal better. But I don't necessarily want to use that as an excuse as not training, because I think we did show that, we were capable of being in the front foot today, but obviously the scoreline doesn't show that.
Next one, Paul Vance.
Thanks, Patrick. Hi, Amar. Strange defeat tonight. After seemingly being in control after maybe 2/3 of the game, 60, 65 minutes. You must have felt at that stage very positive about how the outcome would be.
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
Hold on, Amar. Can you please, can you please repeat?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, definitely 2/3 of the game, we felt good, knocking the ball around, kind of feeling the tempo of the game, finding some through balls, having people go on 1v1s. And yeah, I mean, if you kind of look at it, we expected a better result. And then, the game kind of goes downhill, momentum changes, and yeah, you just kind of got to take credibility individually and collectively, learn from it, because it's a big turnaround for Tuesday's game against Nashville. So our heads might be a little bit down, but we got to raise them very quickly and kind of move on to the next one, because it's the push for the playoffs right now.
Adi Raphael now?
Thanks, Pat. Amar, you were playing very well until the 65th minute and the first goal. You're losing right now. You lost the game. How can you motivate yourself for the next game? What do you do yourself personally? What do you do to motivate yourself again after such a very hard defeat today?
I mean, the game is still kind of not really settled in my head. But I always go home and I always rewatch the game. I always rewatch my positioning, my touches on the ball, what space I occupied, what space I could have occupied better, the runs my teammates made, what balls I could have played. Could I played one touch or two touch? Could I have switched the point of attack? Could I have settled the game down? I mean, all the game just ended, so I don't really have time to analyze it. But tonight, tomorrow, I'll definitely pull up on my laptop, rewatch the game, and see, where I can do better as a player and try to apply that for my next game.
Is there another one for Amar tonight? No? Thanks for your time, man. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you, you as well. Encore une fois, Joe Waterman va être ici bientôt. Joe Waterman should be here very shortly. Thank you. Joël s'installe à l'instant. Levez la main, s'il vous plaît, si vous avez une question. Joel is taking place now. Hi, Joel. We have a first question from Gavino.
So what kind of message there was from the coaching staff in the locker room after this disappointing game against NYCFC? Thank you.
Yeah, it was could have done better. Thought we had a good first half in terms of moving the ball around and creating some chances. And then I thought we came out strong for the first 10 or 15 and created some chances. And and kind of falling back into our same habits of giving up cheap goals and our mistakes. And there's no way around it. So, I take that and our backline takes that. But I think it was more desire than anything. I think New York came out and they have more desire than us. They're pressing us, making it difficult on us, and we didn't give it back to them. they wanted it a bit more. So I think we wanted it at times too, but overall, they got the best of us.
Adi Raphael with the next question.
Thanks, Pat. Joel, it's now, I think, 12 games right now for the Impact without keeping a clean sheet. How hard is it for the defense and for, someone like you who's a defender coming into that game? What do you need to do to not to fix that? What's going wrong right now?
I don't know if I can really pinpoint really what's going wrong. I think it comes down to the desire. Again, you see how we give up a goal on a corner kick and a guy gets a free hit inside of our 6-yard box. It's just not good enough. And, obviously for a defender, it's not good when you give up goals. We want clean sheets more than anything. So we'll look at video and kind of see what the problems were tonight. And we got to stop these reoccurring mistakes of, counterattack goals when we have people in possession. It feels like for us, it takes a lot for us to break down teams and score goals. And sometimes it feels like we just give them away cheaply. So we got to do a much better job at guarding our own 18-yard box.
Michel Lamarche, Canadian Press.
Hi, Joel. You hear me fine?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Joel, just want to know how do you guys feel after winning last week? You had a pretty good game last week. You had 4 days at least, I think, where you had the chance to rest, and you come up with this loss. How do you feel following last week's game and last week's rest with the loss tonight? How does that make you feel?
Yeah, I think I said after last week, I would have rather continued playing. Obviously, after that game, we were feeling good, and the rest was really good. But also, a longer rest can hurt the squad a little bit, and but we needed it, and it was our job to come back sharp and ready to train, and then obviously get ready for tonight, and obviously we didn't do that. So it's not a good feeling. Obviously lots of mixed feelings on how the game went, and to be honest with you, I thought in the first half we battled well and we defended well, and obviously they had some chances. We had some chances. It was 0-0. And then we kind of collapsed there when they got those 3 quick goals. So, we'll just have to, again, look at video, bounce back from this one because we got another game on Tuesday against Nashville, and it's going to be another tough test towards our playoff push here.
Do we have one last question for Joel? No. OK, thank you. Thanks for your time. Merci tout le monde. Et je peux tout de suite vous dire que la prochaine conférence vidéo, ce sera lundi, avant le prochain match, conférence vidéo d'avant-match. Donc, on l'a dit, avant le match de mardi soir contre Nashville. Merci. Bonne fin de soirée, bon week-end. Thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend. Thank you.